Good morning from Half-Ass Off-Grid. Half-ass? Half-ass. Oh yeah. We're unloading our water. My wife and I just finished breakfast. We had a couple other little things to do. We dropped off some lumber to build our new outhouse with. There's the 4x4s. I bought them. These are 20-some foot 2x12s. I'm gonna obviously have to cut those down a little bit, but they were in the free bin at one of our local builders in the town that I work in. So now that the water's unloading, might as well get to work. It's like in the time it took me to get the GoPro, my wife's got breakfast 90% cleaned up. Morning, hon.
Good morning. I did what?
Got 90% of everything cleaned up while I was just checking on the water. So we'll chill for a second, let breakfast settle, and do our last little job. Little tree thing. So here is our plan. You can see this really nice dead larch here. We'd love to have it, but it's snagged in this really messed up hemlock. So, us being us, we've got we've got our cable run out here out into the open. Got the choker and the snatch block set up. So I'm gonna notch this tree and we're gonna pull it all the way over with my truck. If this works, it'll make mediocre content. If it doesn't work, it'll be spectacular content. Don't you think, hon?
Sure.
So here's the setup. Plenty of chain. Got the cable, the snatch block, and we're ready to go. So, since I love what we're gonna do, I don't know where my lovely assistant went, but I'm gonna drop a little bit of a wedge in this, and in theory, she's gonna pull it over with the truck.
Yep.
That should be enough of a wedge, or hinge, I guess. So we'll drop this loop of chain in here. Uh-oh, where's my handy dandy clevis? There it is. we'll get the saw out of the way because it's expensive. All right, pull it tight. Nice and easy. Okay, give it a little tug. Ooh, looks like we might either need to cut a little bit more or put it in four-wheel drive. Please hold. Giving her one more tug in four-wheel drive. It's at a pretty steep angle. Got a lot of trees moving. She almost got it to break over.
Is it moving at all?
Oh, it's moving. That little larch is holding it up. All right, we got it nicked. I don't think I took enough off the backside, but I bet she comes out now. And hopefully it'll bring the dead firewood with it. Here we go. Well, if that ain't just the shits. Hold up. Looks like we got her headed right for the cabin.
Really?
But I think if you just unhook and pull it out across the creek, it'll be fine. So really got to get it out of that one tree so it drops into the right slot. Sorry, mosquito.
I can't see you.
Forward.
Thank you.
Forward. Back up, you're unhooked. Now you're unhooked on that end. Sure, that was a little Blair Witchy there. Me filming while I was doing that. Forward. Okay. Keep going. Try it again.
A little more?
Yeah. Man, it just will not go down. Okay, hold up.
Ready?
Yep. Perfect-ish. Pretty sure my wife would have shit her pants if she'd have seen that going towards the cabin. Well, we're off and running. Well, that's why we have chains and stuff and knowledge. But this leaner probably could have reached the cabin. You can see we had to hit this tree. We were trying to take it down through there, but I think we just didn't have quite enough speed to get it up. But it's down now, and so is its buddy the larch, and we're gonna stash some slash and burn it in the winter. Luckily it shouldn't be too much work. You excited?
Yay. It's down and it's not on the cabin, so I mean, wind could have knocked it into the cabin.
Yeah.
So, because if it had gone the other direction, it would have hit the side of the cabin. So.
Or if we'd have left it for a couple of years so it could grow and really hit the
Well,
cabin.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Is if it had been left to its own devices and the wind knocked it down, it would have.
Well, we'll pick up our toys and get to work, huh?
Okay.
And lo and behold, it's rotten in the middle too. There's how it laid out. Went that way. Supposed to go that way. Luckily we had a chain hook to it because right there is the cabin. Yeah, time to get to work.
can see we ended up with a nice little pile of firewood, pile of slats to burn this winter, and a good workout. There's always something to do when you got an off-grid cabin, especially if it's a long ways from where you live. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. And hey, tell your friends. Thanks for watching.